Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Kingdom Death Monsters. Unfortunately, I got some bad news. I did a bunch of stuff, and I thought I was recording, and I wasn't apparently, and not exactly sure how I'm supposed to handle this. You can see that I did a bunch of die rolls. Yeah, pretty much I did all these down here. So I can just say what the die rolls are. That'll actually make it a lot easier. Let's see, down here. And I'll just say right now I'm not making this up. Alright. Where is it? 1d2, 23. There's that. There's that. Oh, there it is. Okay. So first things first, I forgot to roll for Chen's Curse. That's where I rolled the 1d6 and got a 1, which is the legs. So, King's Curse. Legs. Searing pain shoots up your legs from your burning feet. Your leg bones shatter and reform in the shape of plated armor. Gain the Regal Boots, rare gear, and place it in your gear grid now. So, there you go, Regal Boots. That's just 4 armor to the legs. Once she gets 2 more pieces, she'll become a Kingsman. I intend on keeping her alive until she can help fight the next Kingsman, because she does have King Step. Alright, next, I rolled a d20 for the story of the settlement event. So I'll go ahead and pull that up again. Settlement events. As you can see, there's a blue tick here. That showed I actually revealed it. It was Weird Dream. Now, Weird Dream is actually pretty entertaining. It's not so entertaining when you're playing by yourself, though. If you're the only player, a survivor dreams about a giant man that controls their lives. From the darkness above, all departing survivors get +3 insanity. So, yeah. That's all we get. But, if you're playing with other people, the group will decide who the storyteller is. And they have to be and then the rest of the players roll a d10 and as their contribution to the story. And what the storyteller has to do is they have to tell their dream as involving whatever the other players rolled. So it could be something about a giant butt running for your life and stuff like that. And so the storyteller is supposed to tell a story. And if the other people agree that it's well told, you get 1d5 endeavors. If it's poorly told, you end up getting nickname as a settlement event next year, and you have to nominate the dreamer for it, and then 3 other survivors. You also still get survival up to your current limit, and if they depart this year, so you still get like a benefit from it. For the most part, the way I do it is if the player actually makes a conscious attempt at telling a story, I usually say it's well told. If they don't even bother, I just say it's poorly told. I'm not someone that just says, "Oh, it's well told," obviously, and get 1d5 endeavors out of it. So, but since I'm by myself, it's just going to be 3 insanity for the departure, which sucks because that means everyone's insane. I've already added the 3 insanity for Rumia, Flandra, Kaguya, and Remelia, because that's the people I'm taking. So that's why their insanity is at 12, 14, 6, and 9. Actually, the reason why Remelia's is at 6 and not at 3, because she originally was at 0, is because of the next stuff that we started doing. So, we had 8 endeavors. We had 2 from the returning survivors, and then 4 from the 2 that died. And then we got another 2 from the person that died from the results of the hand, because that was still the showdown phase, so it still counted as the +2 instead of +1 for the graves. So I had 8 endeavors. I couldn't do any innovations because I didn't have the right materials for it. What I did instead is I started doing. What was I trying to do? I didn't do any of those. Oh, what I did was I did face painting. I did face painting and got the +1 to intimacy. So let me pull that up. So yeah, that was the D8 here. So we got the +1 to intimacy there. And then I had Remelia start rolling auguries. So the first roll gave her +1 understanding, and I had to sacrifice a resource. I got rid of a monster hide. Then I got a intimacy event. So I went ahead and had I was saying like medicine was the person, but I realized later that Medicine was already dead, so I switched over to Ran. So for these ones it was Ran and some just male survivor. So in this case we got 2 additional characters. So or sorry, we didn't get 2. We got actually that is 2. No wait, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. So this roll here, that was for the Augury that got the +1 understanding. Then the next one was for the is Augury again, got Intimacy. Then for the Intimacy roll, we got 2 and 9, and we add +1 to the result because of the face painting, so we got a Savior. So we added the Savior to the list. I went ahead and got another blue Savior. Okay. Next, I did a 1d10 +1 again, and ended up sacrificing a scrap. Was it a scrap? I sacrificed something. I believe it was a scrap. I gave up a scrap and got +1 understanding on Remilia. And what this did was it maxed out her understanding, and it gave her White Secret. So White Secret, I went ahead and showed off. I think we had White Secret before, but I honestly don't remember who got it. I think it was Kokuma, but I cannot recall. So, but in any case, here's White Secret. I even have it open still. So yeah, there's the image. Pretty sure we've seen this before, but I went ahead and read it again. And then I got Lunacy on Remilia. So Remilia had to roll a 1d5. I end up getting 3. So that's how she got the additional 3, as well as the 3 from her departure. And for the 1d23 for the disorder she got, because Lunacy gives you 1d5 insanity and a disorder, she ended up getting Squeamish, which means she cannot equip stinky items. So, pull it up. Squeamish. Yeah, you can't handle bad smells. You can't depart with any stinky gear in your gear grid. If a status or effect makes you stinky, you lose all survival. So yeah, she can no longer. So essentially, she can't equip that monster grease anymore, unfortunately. And then I went ahead and rolled for the event. I rolled a 2. What 2 does is give you the story of the Ageless Man. You remember the story of a young man in his prime. The man was so grateful for his body's ability to protect his loved ones. He decided to honor it by punching the dark sky above 1 million times. As long as he never finished his vow, he never aged a single day again. Your body transforms to its physical peak, permanently gain +1 accuracy and +1 strength, and the following ability. Ageless. You may hunt if you are retired. When you gain hunt XP, you may decide to not gain it. So yeah. As appropriate for Remilia, she is now immortal. Well, Flandra is immortal. Remilia is ageless. Anyway, so I already adjusted her stats, so she's at -1 accuracy now and 4 strength, and that is about it for that. At that point, she's maxed out on understanding, so I went ahead and had Flandra start rolling instead. She ended up getting +1 survival. Then she rolled Intimacy. I ended up getting this natural 10 ended up becoming 11 because of the +1 from the face painting. So we ended up getting, instead of a Savior, we got 2 population. Then she got +1 survival again. Yep, that's there. And then I rolled again and ended up getting another Intimacy. And this time it actually killed Ran. Even with the +1, it still ended up killing Ran. So Ran is now dead. There she is. She is now dead. And then that did give us another endeavor, so I rolled for that. I got another Intimacy and ended up getting just, thanks to the +1, we ended up getting another pair of survivors. So we lost 1 person, but we gained a Savior and 4 other characters. So we went from 16 population to 20, and that is the gist of it. I apologize for losing the footage. I was kind of caught in a weird place because I was like, I could either be like, okay, well, I'll just re-roll everything, but then that's what's to stop me from being like, the guy that goes, oh, well, I lost the footage, so I just get to redo everything. So I had the dice log right here, and I explained it thoroughly what exactly every dice roll was, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. If not, I apologize, and I still thank you guys for keeping up with this series from up to this point. But I'm telling you, this is how the rules were. I mean, they all matched, so I don't think there's any issues there. Honestly, it would take more effort to lie about those rules than to to do anything else. So from this point, yeah, I'm gonna be going on another level 1 White Lion because I'm trying to be safe here and I'm trying to get Remelia Mastery. Probably I won't get her experience point because of Ageless, because I'd rather keep her at what she's at. Once she gets Qatar Mastery, only thing she's going to be doing is staying home and hopefully getting her arms repaired before the upcoming final battle. As for what's coming up in the future, two-years from now, we got another Nemesis encounter. It's going to be a level 2 encounter of our choice, or level 3 if we choose to fight the hand for whatever reason. Also, assuming Flaunter is still alive, she's going to end up fighting the Hooded Knight. But the thing I'm worried about right now is all my characters are insane, and there's not much I can do about it. And I hope to God I don't roll feet. If I end up rolling feet, I'm going to be super sad and very salty, because you guys won't know what feet means, but if we do roll it, you'll know, because it's brutal. It's even brutal even if everyone's not insane. So yeah. Anyway, with that, how much time do we have? We've gone 11 minutes. Yeah, I will go ahead and call this video. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Kingdom Death. I apologize for the technical issues. Hopefully you guys are still sticking around. I think for the future, or at least for this playthrough, I'm going to keep doing it as I am right now. But some of the things I might consider doing is just summarizing some of these phases. Right now, I'm doing them kind of on screen, just so you guys can see how exactly the game works and kind of my thought process. But for future playthroughs, which I'm hoping I might be able to do some, I'll see about showing. I might just keep it simple. If I happen to ever do any recordings where I'm playing with multiple people, though, I'll probably show everything and cut off any dead time. But yeah, Depressed Eeyore, Kingdom Death. See you guys later.